This is me, Helen from Committed Parenting, coming to you. And what you'll notice is it's just my face on the screen. Szara is going to come and join me on a video a bit later today. And I'm here between 8 and 8:30 saying, hello, and really, how was your holiday season? And how did you end 2018 and launch 2019 into its being? I know for me, the holiday season was really interesting. So I had shared that I would complete about our one son going off to visit friends. And I did. He really did. He went away before Christmas and came back just before New Year's. And we spoke almost daily, I think. We certainly texted daily. And there were times when I could hear, like for him, that was tricky to be away from us. And that he had the most fabulous time being away with his friends and dealt with everything that there is when you're away and on your own and with people, right? And just who he is like this adventurer who knows himself newly. And I'll tell you, we missed him. We missed him like crazy. It was really interesting. We all kept saying, can't wait for him to come home. And we're really glad that he's taken on what he has. But we welcomed him home with big signs and lots of shrieking. And it was really beautiful. And so what we did then on the 31st is really create for ourselves the highlights of our 2018 year. 2018 was a big year for us. We traveled more than we've traveled in years and years. And it started off by taking our family back to South Africa to see their family and get an experience of what it was like where we grew up. It was phenomenal. And I put together a highlight reel from 2018, and we all sat and watched. And it was just beautiful hearing the stories that people came up with, what really made a difference. And our littlest kept saying funny things like, why am I wearing a swimsuit in that photo? Where is that? Oh, that's my favorite person. Oh, I didn't see that because I chose to do something else. And you could just hear the aliveness and the recollection right there. We told stories about the favorite places we'd been. And it was interesting because for almost everybody in our family, it was about travel this last year. So our oldest kid had gone off to Washington to see somebody really special in his life. And we'd all traveled as a family down to Oregon, and our kids went to a camp. Our oldest three went to camp, which was also brand new. But we got to play on the Oregon coast and visit with friends that we hadn't seen in years. And it was this really special, like homecoming for me of being with people who I love and trust and whose kids are just growing and amazing and up to stuff. And my eyes were just like popping out my head at what they were getting up to. It was so fun. So this year has really been about new experiences, pushing our travel limits. And I think it's really inspired everybody in our house to have more of that. Yeah, and we talked about some of the things that didn't maybe go as well as we'd liked, and some of the things that we really wanted more of that didn't happen in 2018. And then what's actually happened is we came up with a whole set of questions for ourselves about like what we were up to for the next year. And everybody was really clear. They have some really clear goals that they have, and we as a family have some ideals and some things that we want to put in our lives. But what I just noticed is we all came together to create, and everybody heard what we're up to, and we have this space of like freshness and taking things on newly, And so what actually happened out of that, like this is the weird part for me always, is we started to rearrange our house and get rid of stuff so that people have more space for what they're up to right now rather than being held down by the things that they wanted. And quite often when it comes to things in the house, like I'm the one that gets all excited about, oh, we should rearrange. No, actually what happened is everybody got on board, and like our house looks different, and there are different spaces in our house. And for once I got to say, you know, I really need a desk space. I've given up the space that I had and I really need some space. And it was so freeing too to say, this is what I need. And other people were free to say, hey, we want things to look this way. And so that was really out of closing out 2018 and starting up 2019 that we got this opportunity. And I don't know, it's really fun. And our house is really still a mess. I would show you a shot, but like the wrapping paper is in our little sitting area because there's no new home for it yet. So I'm really excited about like what we still get to create that has 2019 really set us up freshly. I'm trying to think of it more about what people have created, but I know for sure that travel and going to see family is high on our list again this year. But it was things too, like getting driver's license. And for one of my kids, it's really triumphing with the English language, like both the written and the read word. That's really something they want to take on. Yeah, and so I get lit up by this opportunity of creating something newly for us all. So I would really love to hear, like, what have you taken on? Is there something that's come out of your holiday season? Is there something that you're creating for 2019? And is that something, do you know how to have that happen? Because what I see is like we get all these great ideas about what we want, but then how do we actually have that happen in reality? So that would be part of what we're going to take on too, is looking at how do we have these things that we want be in reality. Okay, so I send lots of love and I look forward to having Szara with me just now. Okay, bye.